Taria, Pritchett, Confidence Coach for Women, here to help you get your ish together. As always, you can find me over on unleashyourfierce.com where you can download your free ebook. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram at Unleash Fierce. And you can find me on YouTube at Unleash Your Fierce, right? So today I want to give you a quick tip that you can implement into your life. I found this on Oprah's magazine or on her website just last week, right? But it's something that has been like keep going through my mind. So I'm like, I have to share this, right? And that's part of what I feel like I'm called to do. When I learn stuff, right? Each one teach one, right? So as women, we have a lot of choices and decisions that we have to make on a day by day. And some of those choices and decisions impact those around us, whether it be a partner, a parent, it could be our child, it could be our future career, right? So every decision we make, and then sometimes there are decisions that we make as women that we regret because we're so unsure of it, or we get so into our emotions and we don't know how to untangle them. And I always tell my clients that a woman who is confident and empowered and fierce, they have mastered their emotions, they have mastered their energy. So today I want to talk about how to master your emotions, especially when you have a short time span and you need to figure out what to do about a job or about your finances, or about your purpose or starting a business, or what's going to be your next move, or what you're going to do in a relationship, whether you should stay, whether you should leave, right? What do you need a divorce? Do you need a breakup? So you go ahead and do something in terms of your health, right? So any major decision that you have to make, and like I said, our decisions don't just impact us, they impact those around us. And then the women that come after us, generation after generation, it will eventually impact them as well. But we oftentimes don't think about that because there are things that are bothering you right now, things you're dealing with that women in your family have already dealt with year after year, generation after generation. Some of those are curses. Some of them are, unhealthy cycles and patterns or dysfunctional patterns, and you don't even realize it. But there's also positives that have been passed down, but we don't realize it. I want you to be more conscious of those things. But I learned about this rule. It's called the 10-10-10 rule, and it is by Suzy Welch. Suzy Welch, right? So she liked this rule so much, and she implemented it into her life for a number of different things. The main thing I remember is when she decided to get a divorce, she used this rule. But there are two other situations, I don't remember off the top of my head, but two other situations where she implemented it, right? So she had decisions to make in her life, and it made it easier for her because she thought about the following, right? So how will this particular decision, right? How will it impact me 10 minutes from now? Right? How will it impact me 10 years from now? How will it impact me 10 months from now? And then how will it impact me 10 years from now, right? So 10 minutes from now. So think about anything that it is that you're going through that you need to make a decision about, that you've been wondering about, whether it be with your career, whether it be with a relationship. Say you went on that first date and you're like, okay, if I do X, Y, and Z, how will this impact me 10 minutes from now? How will it impact me 10 months from now? How will it impact me 10 years from now? And also, I want you to start thinking about, had you have thought about this 10-10-10 rule, right, in previous parts of your life and your lifetime, how might where you are right now come out differently? If you had that 10-10-10 rule, my bad, I only put a 5. If you had that 10-10-10 rule in place, or you thought about it, or even something to add to your journaling, right? If you have a decision that pops up, consider adding in that 10-10-10 rule, because it is something that I'm definitely have already started incorporating just because I'm fascinated by it. And the more research I do on it, I'm finding more and more examples of how people are using it. The most recent one I read is the lady was unsure of, she had been with this guy for 9 months, and she was unsure of whether he hadn't said, I love you yet. He hadn't proposed or anything. And she's like, okay, what's up with him, right? Should I say I love you to him first? And she had a vacation coming up with him. So she did the rule. In 10 minutes, how is that going to impact me if I say that to him? In 10 months, how will that impact? In 10 years, what type of effect? And then from there, she can make a more rational, sound, confident decision as a woman, right? Because she started through simply and easily with that 10-10-10 rule. So I want you to take that little tip and I want you to implement it into your life. And I want you to think about, what can you do in your life, right, that's coming up for the remainder of this year and years to come? The 10-10-10 rule, right? So that it may help you make decisions that allow you to feel more comfortable in your skin, that make you feel more confident, strong, powerful, and fierce, right? Because when a woman knows why she's making a decision and she makes a sound decision, she feels better about herself from in here, from the inside out. So consider, right, before you go talk to the next person, before you go tell your doctor you doing X, Y, and Z, before your relationship goes to the next level, or before you go on that next date, or before you decide to take on a new client for your business, whatever it is you about to do, try to implement the 10-10-10 rule, right? And don't forget to drop me a comment. Don't forget to email me and tell me how did that 10-10-10 rule work out for you. And if you're interested, feel free to go ahead and get the book. I don't have the book. I've just been kind of researching it since I found out about it, but I'm fascinated by it. So that's just a little quick tip, right, to motivate you, something for you to check out, try out when you have a tough decision or any decision to make. Try the 10-10-10 rule.